The rumors are suspect. Must absorb the locks. Guys are a bunch of jerks. Different from the throne rooms of the other members of the council. There are no creations, no pieces of machinery. It's like it looked when it was first built centuries ago. 2 thrones set against the north wall. Also unusual. Members of the council rule alone. Sage Tegan sits in one of them. It's an aging man, perhaps in his 50s. His long, straggly beard, his hair's mostly gone to gray. The Holly frowns disapprovingly. We don't like to see uncontrolled creations in the Dara reaches. A few chains would put us much more at ease, but I will allow you an audience with me. You guys are just weird. Have an obsession with chains. Approach Sage Tegan, master of the Dara Reaches and a full member of the council. Unlike the other members of the council, he makes no effort to look impressive or imposing. He sits slouched in his throne, his beard is unkempt. He barely seems to be paying attention to what's happening. Only the power you can sense radiating from him makes you believe he is actually what he claims. He says, "You are in the throne of Sage Counselor Tegan. That is me. And Consort Lena, I have heard of you. I knew you would arrive before long. Before I let you travel my lands, you must understand the laws." You've heard of me. You bear Raoul's papers, you shape, but you are not a shaper. You travel freely in our lands. These things make you a great oddity. Also been discussed in depth. There are even arguments in higher shaper circles about whether you should be allowed to live at all. So far, you'll be glad to know, these conversations have ended in your favor. Well, good for me. Okay, what about your freaking laws? My laws. You may be pleased to know that the Dara Reaches is one of the few places of sanity in all of Terrestria. I don't know about that. Only here have we found the clarity needed to deal with the horrors of the rebellion. It is the increasing independence of intelligent creations that has led to the difficult situation we find ourselves in. To be sane is to recognize your errors and correct them. And you're doing that how? Shapers are too lax. Our creations need to be controlled more strongly. The rebels must not be negotiated with. They must be eradicated. Only then will we be able to rebuild our society properly. And the loyal creations must be kept under strict control. Kept simple, mentally, and under lock and key at all times, in pens or in camps. That is our law. Of course, shapers and people of import can be given temporary licenses to travel freely with creations. I'm sure it costs. Can I have one? You have creations with you? That makes me very skeptical. You do not seem to be the danger they present. You do not seem to see the danger they present. However, I would not irritate Raoul by interfering with his agent. He takes a piece of paper and scratches out a few words on it, then it applies a wax seal and hands the license to you. As long as you are careful, that will enable you to travel the roads. I'm sure when you see how well controlled our creations are, you will see the wisdom of our ways. We'll see. What business did you have here? I was just passing through, to be honest. Who's Consort Lena? It's the sole consolation of living in this dire place. The one comfort of existence here. His voice becomes softer and calmer when he speaks of her. He seems to be at the beginning of a long soliloquy of her charms. You think you sense the throne room guards rolling their eyes. He stops himself short. I I know it is unusual, a council member having a consort, but I am entitled, I think, after my years of keeping this region functional. Why is it unusual to have a consort? Shapers rarely marry outsiders. For a counselor to do so is unheard of. That is why she is my consort, not my lady. There are limits to how far I will stretch Shaper propriety. Does she like this place? Nobody likes this place. Okay. Okay, yeah. At least he's telling the truth there. Where is she now? At our home, taking great pains to create a decent place to live in this dusty provincial town. She only cares to sit in the throne for events of state. It makes her feel nervous, poor dear. Well, now I have permission to walk around without getting arrested or whatever. I do not see any trainers of any sort, though. Oh, poor little Artila. I wonder what happens if I try to take control of the creations. Do they rise up to smash down the man? I mean, they're all pretty strong, but these guards in here are also very powerful, and I imagine this guy's got, yeah, a boatload of health. And this guy here, this guardian, is not exactly... Yeah, you don't want to teach me. I'm not surprised, and yet I don't care. Because you're a guardian, and I throw spells. You see, what you have to teach me is really nothing I actually need. So there. Blacksmith. Kitchen serviles. I'm sure none of them in your camp are disloyal. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Yoink. Uh-huh. Wand of Death. Oh, he's asleep. What a bum. This corner of the Zephyr Oasis is much nicer than the rest of this dusty town. Small, lovely flowers, trees modified to be able to stand the harsh environment are planted along the path. The air feels cooler and fresher. Small home has been built against the massive outer wall of the settlement. There are several guards keeping a watch on it. To remain discreetly out of sight, someone important must live here. You can't prove nothing. Man, she'd go down like a sack of potatoes if I decided to fight her. Hey, lady. It's a woman sitting at this table, sipping tea and sewing. She is in her 40s, you suspect. Very attractive. And in clothes that are almost fashionable. The home itself is also out of place. All the materials, like the stone and wood and tapestries, were brought from the north. This room seems like it belongs to one of the great Shaper cities, not this remote outpost. She looks sternly up at you from her seat. Though she is small and delicate, she is no wilting flower. I am Consort Lena, companion of Sage Tegan. of the Council. I prefer not to be burdened by unexpected guests. Hi, I'm here on behalf of KLPR News. What do you think about Sage Tagan's laws about the creations? Surprise, Sage Tagan is a member of the Shaper Council. His words about what to do with the creations are law, merely by the fact that he says them. He's gone mad and Tagan is trying to bring it peace. That is all you need to know. Good day. Lose. Good day, sir. Come on, Mouse. Stop freaking out. Darn. Discreetly out of sight. Yep, there's another one. Bandit camp southwest of Fort Rockfall. Well, let's poke around and look for it then. This is one of the most remote regions of the Storm Plains. A thick forest barely even touched by the settlers or woodsmen. Fortunately, rogue creations have a tendency to find regions like this and expand into them. Explain why the ground is covered with clawbug tracks and there are mines down there. Ahead seems like many of the bugs are swarming the path ahead. Looks like fewer of them are lurking on the paths away from the main road. Whoa. Idiot trying to flank me. Oh hey, I have enough for 2 shots. Oh crap, it's a spraying claw bug. Everyone's gonna get acided. Don't you do it, you did it. Doesn't help that everyone has 0 acid resistance. An ivory skull. I leveled up again, so there's that. Almost enough. I do have enough to put another point in intelligence, but I don't think I need it anymore. That Control Core B. Oh, it's a. I'm like, is Have a stone circle on by the side of the river. The carved stones are old, weathered, probably predate Shaper times. You have no idea what the circle was originally made for. Archaic cultures are not your area of study. Not a clue. The supply cache. I'll have to circle around to get it though, because I gotta disable those mines. The wreckage of a caravan. It looks like it was recently destroyed, probably by the cloudbugs. Looks like they were more interested in shredding the goods in the wagon than stealing them. Nothing left of value. Yet, oddly, it looks like the bugs dragged something away. You can see faint markings in the dirt leading away to the east. Oh no, they're looking suspicious. Where they go? Ow. No. Do it again. Get that, and then this guy. Some iron bars. Destroy! Come on. So this mouse is getting kinda loud. Very, very loud clicking. Well, levels up for everyone. Can't hurt. Probably better if you just bit the monsters. No, about the same.